Hey y'all, Jessica here, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. Glad to have you. Today I want to talk a little bit about self-care, but not in the way that we typically hear it. I want to talk about self-care that is for you. What does self-care look like for you? And this topic came up because there's just so much going on in our world right now, in our country, in our counties where we live, in our homes. And the idea of self care has, it's been more and more prominent in the news and social media because we see the value in it. We know that it's something that we should be doing, yet we may not know exactly what will be best for us. So hopefully I can offer some tips today that will help you figure that out for yourself. So I wanted to start with, when we think about self-care, one of the things that typically comes up in my mind first are things like mani-pedis and bubble baths and things like that, because those are the things that you see advertised on social media and the news and commercials, and that's what they want you to do. And I think that those types of things do have their place, but for me personally, self-care has to do with honoring who I truly am. Sure, I like a bath. Sure, I like mani-pedis, but that's not getting to the essence of who I am as a person and what really will help me get refilled and get recharged and get ready for whatever it is we have to deal with next. So when I think about myself, I consider myself a maker, a creator. I can look at something and see endless possibilities. Ever since I've been a child, you can give me a blank canvas and I can make a beautiful work of art. I can see a piece of fabric and I know exactly what I want to make from it, a dress or a shirt or whatever the case may be. And I've always been able to listen to people's issues and the problems that they bring to me. And I can offer, just like that, I can offer multiple avenues, that they can choose to take to try to find a solution to whatever it is that they're going through. All of these things are things that come very easily to me, which also means those are the things that are very easy for me to overlook. So when I find myself not plugging into those things that recharge me, then it's easy for me to start looking elsewhere for, the answer to whatever that problem is. Because not plugging in to who you truly are and doing those things that make you, it has consequences. And for me, some of those consequences were showing up as not wanting to do anything or just feeling down and not really being able to put my finger quite on what the issue was, feeling like something was bottled up within me, and I wanted to let it out, but I didn't know what to do with all of that energy. And for me, it was not expressing myself creatively, because for me, when I'm not plugging in, it's denying a whole portion of myself the chance to be expressed. And we really need to look at the importance of that. We need to put more value on the things that make us us, not just the things that we have to do for work or we have to do for our families or we have to do because society says so. All of that stuff. You have to do things for yourself as well. So my question to you all is, do you know what you need? Are you in tune enough with yourself to know that a bubble bath may take the edge off, but if you want to really get down to getting re-energized and getting yourself back on a good track, getting yourself back on track, do you know what it is that you really need? Do you know how to really care for yourself? I want to encourage you all to explore yourself, and do some self-examination and find out who you truly are. Find out what type of things you can do or get involved in that will really contribute to your personal self-care. And some of the ways that I want to encourage you all to explore what you need for your own self-care are through prayer. You can start journaling or pick journaling back up if it's something that you used to do. We need to minimize the distractions that are around us, and that could come in the form of setting some boundaries. So perhaps you are triggered, or at least your mood is brought down by things that are on social media or things that are on the news. So begin to limit your exposure to those things. Let's decrease these distractions so that we can start getting to the heart of who we are. And once we kind of figure out what it is that we need to get ourselves back on track, go ahead and get started. No time like the present to go ahead and get started on those things. And if this is new to you, if this is new to take care of yourself in this new way, whatever you've found out about yourself, then you may have to do a little bit of adjusting for that thing to fit into your life. You have to make the time. And to make the time for many of us will include communicating our needs to other people. And perhaps these are people who will be helping us along our journey, or they can help make our journey a little bit easier. Perhaps if you have children, you may be able to ask someone if they can watch the kids for 2 hours or so that you can go and do that thing that you need to do for your own self-care. You can partner up with somebody else. Perhaps there's something that you came up with, like maybe you found out that you really enjoy expressing yourself through painting. Let's just say painting. And maybe you told a friend that, and they said, oh, I like painting too. And so maybe the two of you can get together, socially distancing, of course, and paint. Or you all could set up a time to FaceTime each other for a painting session, and it would be therapeutic for the both of you. Or maybe you found out that you could really benefit from doing some therapy. You can contact therapists. The therapists are doing lots of teletherapy right now. They're meeting with their clients online. It's not the same as in person and face to face, but I'm telling you, just talking to somebody and getting a lot of that stuff off of your mind and out on the table so that you can start to make some sense of some things can really go a long way in increasing your mental health. It can increase your physical health and is a very important part of self-care. You may have to start scheduling in some of these things. If you use a planner, or if you use your phone for your calendar, start blocking off time so that you can get more involved with whatever it is that you need to do to keep yourself sane and to keep yourself in a good place, and to really start to be more intentional about taking care of yourself. So I really hope this has been helpful to somebody. I hope that you can take some of these tips and apply them to your life so that we all can start taking better care of ourselves, so that we are not getting lost in all of the craziness that's going on in the world. And what my prayer is for all of you is that you find out what it is that you need to get more in touch with yourself and get more in touch with God. I really hope this has been helpful to someone out there who is beginning to recognize that they need to take better care of themselves, and perhaps you may not even know how to do that. All hope is not lost. You can start today. Take some time out, a little bit of time each day, to figure out what it is that you need to be you. I hope this helps, and I'll see you all on the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Leave any comments down below letting me know what you do for your own self-care. Or have you ever been on a whole self-care discovery journey? And if so, what was that like for you? I'd love to see what your responses are, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.